Alright, so I wanted to take this time to just show you a tiny bit about how to use Vpython. Um, so what you would do then is go to our website, and it's right here. I'm actually going to add another file that I think will be helpful. It's under lesson 6. There's a sample of a mousetrap car, and there's a friend of mine doing a really nice tutorial. This file might be too big, but if it uploads to your site, that's great. We'll see if it does it. Might be too large of a file. Anyway, I put some files up. Wow, looks like it worked. Cool. This file here is a tutorial, and there's a whole set of tutorials on Vpython that I can put up for you. I'll put that all under the Vpython section. I'll put the files up one by one that you could watch. Anyhow, LPcar, and LPcar here. These are all files from the last screencast. Now I just want to show you Vpython, and I'm going to use this file here. Notice it ends in the extension .py. That's a Python file. And you would download it, and then you have to open it from Viddle. Okay? If it says idle at the top, see, what you'll see is you'll open Viddle, and up here it'll say Python. If it doesn't say that, it's not going to work. And you'll have to open Viddle. File open. Let's see if I have the file on the desktop. I think I do. There it is. So it says David's 6th Vpython accelerating mousetrap, and I'm going to hit open. And if I make this bigger, what you have here is some code, and then everything in red is sort of explanation of the code. For example, this code says from visual imports. That tells the computer to load the visual toolbox, and then this stuff tilts the camera, and this expands the window to fit your screen. So you can learn a lot about the code just kind of looking through this. And we define a ball equals box. Now actually it's a mousetrap, but I don't want to have to change everything here that says ball. So it's that's usually the problem that goes with code, is you define things very methodically and carefully, and if you change the names of things as you go, you're going to have all kinds of problems here because everything depends on ball. So what we're doing is define a ball as a box, and this is our mousetrap essentially, and we're giving it wheels and stuff, and we're giving the ball a velocity vector. We're defining a vector to be the velocity. These are initial velocities, acceleration, and I guess D would be the displacement vector. So these three vectors define the displacement, velocity, and acceleration. Okay, and we're setting the initial acceleration to 0.5 g. Okay, so now we're going to take, let's see here, we're going to take these numbers here, and first I'm just going to run it, see what it looks like. So I'll hit F5, I'll hit run, see what it does. Okay, so it didn't go very far, right? So what I want to do is play with the physics to make it go across the screen just like the car in the video. So if we watch the video LP car, you'll see it move across the screen, and here it is. So I want to make the Vpython simulation look like this, as close as possible. So I see that it has to go for a lot longer time. Okay, and the speeding up takes a long time, and then the slowing down doesn't. Let's look at that again. So it's speeding up, speeding up, speeding up, speeding up all the way across the screen. So most of the time it just speeds up, and then it pretty abruptly slows down. Okay, so let's see if I can try to match that and play around with the code a little bit. I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of this. So the part that creates the loop for 7 seconds, let's make this like 14, 15, and then I'm creating a loop that runs for 13 seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to go from 13 seconds to 16 seconds here. Now, I'll go from 15 seconds, and then I'm going to change this to 25 seconds. Let's see how that does. I'll hit Save, Apple S, and I'll hit F5 to run it. And so I just played around with the loop, the time of the loop. That looks better. Now that was a pretty abrupt speeding up, but oh, that looks pretty good. So that wasn't too bad. Watch it one more time, see how it does. Now maybe I'll put the LP car on the same screen. I'll hit F5 and run it, and then I can compare. Okay, so I should have it running soon. Let's see. Yeah. So I just played with the time of the loop. Now it's a bit off. I may want to keep working at it if I'm really picky, or I'll just live with it because it's pretty close. But you can play with different values, and you should definitely watch the tutorial. Tutorial will really help you. Dude does a good job. So if you watch this tutorial right here, it's really short, it's a few minutes long. That should help you a lot. But I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm going to live with it as it is. I just changed the time of the loop to stretch out the acceleration. So I played with it a little bit, and that was good. Now if you need to make a car go in the opposite direction, that'll be a whole other story. If you need the car to go from right to left, it just depends how picky you want to get and how close you want the simulation to fit. Have fun with it and do your best. I won't be too harsh. Try to look at where the physics is located within the code. For me, that's the most beautiful part. So this part here and this part here, this is how the physics incorporates in. And defining these three things as vectors is a good initial condition. Anyway, hope you like it. Hope it helps. This is 2 points out of your project. There are several students who are into computer coding who you can ask about this, and they would probably enjoy helping you out if you ask them a question. Find the time. Anyway, have a good day, and hope you enjoyed the video.